Good morning from the office. I am your host. But let me make sure I got the volume down on everything here. Okay. Start again. Good Monday morning. Temperature's 35 degrees here in LJ. It's 8:01 in the morning. We're coming to you high atop of the 14th floor of the FYNTV.com production studio in LJ. Beautiful weekend, very nice. Gave you the opportunity to get out and have all of your St. Patrick's Day fun. I looked at all of the pictures on social media. It was great, nice. Everybody enjoyed themselves. Let's say this. Let's start the show with how you get in touch. You can always contact our show at the following number. Right there it is on the bottom of the screen. You can email the show, right there's the email, and follow us on all the social media networks. Now, the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, has the media's head spinning off this morning. I mean, he has just spun their heads all the way around. And, you know, he has to sit there on Sunday thinking, this will mess up Joe Scarborough. This will mess up Good Morning America. This will mess up their programming. They must go in and set up their programming hours in advance. Okay. Now they can go on the fly with breaking news, but they would like to write their programming for Monday morning hours in advance. The deep state media likes to have everything ready. So the president sits there and just tweets a storm. I mean, he just blows up Twitter, tweets out about everything he can. And the media's head this morning is spun off trying to follow it. And, you know, the thing is that's 5%. 95% of Americans are gone to work. They could care less. They will never read the tweets. They're not concerned. They don't care. Do you know how many Americans have gone to work this morning and do not care if the President of the United States likes John McCain? Okay? If it was my poll, I'm going to go 92%, 8% maybe, okay? But Trump does just enough to spin the media's head off. So let me look at this. Let's start. We've got a very serious show for 2 hours. We're going to get into some things. But the madness, the Francis O'Rourke madness, okay? Now, the media will not call him Francis, okay? Because he is a former representative from the El Paso, Texas area. Former El Paso, Texas, I guess, city council member. Former band of the, what are they, the Lambs or something like that? He was wearing we'll find that. Former DUI, former burglary, whatever, all these former things he was doing. But they love Beto because he tried to sell himself in Texas as Latino, okay? Well, just can't do it with the name like Francis O'Rourke. But anyhow, the media loves it. So number 30, right? He's out in Iowa, all right? He's out in Iowa. They're going crazy. MSNBC, this is right this morning, okay? 5 a.m. Eastern time. And that's what I do is I like to watch the media to see what they're doing. That's the usually what I base the show on is following the deep state media to see what direction they're going in. And at 5 a.m. this morning, MSNBC kicked off their day when Beto O'Rourke kicks off 2020 campaign in Iowa. And there he is flailing those arms. I mean, those things, you better watch it. If you're in one of those close restaurants you're there for breakfast, those tables are close, pretty packed, you better watch it. But then let's go to number 40. And this is where this guy's going all over Iowa and he's jumping up on the counter. Okay? I mean, he's jumping up. I swear to God, this guy is going through Iowa, and he's jumping up on these lunch counters, okay? Everywhere. So we want to show you some video first. The news has loved this, okay? We want to show you first about 5 or 6 seconds of, I think it's ABC News at night or something, but play that clip of him jumping on the counter there.
I'm here at the dentist.
Still, his supporters are confident his energy can lift him even higher.
Any single Democrat...
There you go, come back to me. All right, so ABC News, okay? They're all showing clips of this dude jumping on the counter and flailing his arms. We found a clip of Beto O'Rourke out in Iowa that they will not show anybody, where he jumped on a counter, but we're going to air it here first at FYNTV.com. Good morning from the office. Show them the clip we found. To me. Sorry, folks, got to have fun on Monday. Got to have fun on Monday. And the reason I like to do that, yes, that's Pee Wee Herman. Tequila. You got to have fun on Monday. And the reason I like to do that is because the media went all weekend showing this guy, all the Sunday shows, showing this guy jumping up on counters and flailing his arms. And going, I mean, and they're excited that Joe Biden may have slipped and said he's the most progressive candidate running for president. Oh, I mean, that could possibly be right. Oh my God, they went nuts on the media. What? That was played over and over where Joe Biden plugs. Now, let me give you the watch out. This is the guy that they're not going to be able to avoid this, okay? They have Beto O'Rourke, Francis O'Rourke mania. They are going crazy over him. Barack now comes in vanilla. I mean, they love this guy. He's an empty shirt, period. Empty shirt. We are finding this out, okay? The left is so, they're going to eat their own. They're so bad that the guy can't say his wife is raising their 3 boys. Why, that just blew up because he is a white male and he objectified his wife as the woman who's raising his children. They went nuts over that, okay? My mom raised us kids, okay? Now, Dad went to work. Oh, my God, the world ended. I just said that, but that's what happened when I was growing up. Doesn't mean anything, okay? But Beto said he was out on the campaign trail there, and, you know, Mom's back home raising the kids. Oh, my God, stop right there. So he has had to apologize for several things over the weekend, but nothing that brought it to where he was kicked off his game. No, not this guy. Not for the media. They love this guy. But we will find out in America he is an empty shirt. Put up number 30 there, okay? This man, we're going to find out in America, this guy is an empty shirt. All right? He really is. He has no substance. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's not going to answer a question. He's going to claim everywhere he goes, he's there to listen, okay? Everywhere he goes, I'm here to listen to you. Well, how do you feel about this, this, and this? Well, I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to listen to you. He's nothing. He's empty. Now, I forget his name. I'll get it in the first break. But there are Obama people from Obama's campaign days that are already behind this guy right here. Now, sources say Obama will hold, Barack will hold his endorsement for some time. But we understand that we think Barack's going to endorse this guy right here, okay? So anyhow, they're not going to get away from acknowledging this guy, and if the Democrats run this guy off the stage, the worst mistake. Go to number 45. Now this morning on all of your networks, ABC, CBS, I know on NBC, MSNBC, and CNN, I did not hear a single word about this guy. All right? Why? Because he went on Fox News. The Democrat Party has already decided you're supposed to alienate Fox News. Now, there's some going on there, but they're angry that he went on Fox News this Sunday. Of all Sundays, when it was Beto O'Rourke's weekend, this guy, Pete Buttigieg, the Democrat, mayor of South Bend, Indiana, went on Chris Wallace, Fox News, and let me tell you something. Wallace was salivating over the table. We all know Fox News, Chris Wallace, is a Democrat. That's all. I mean, he just is. Okay, here he is, number 46. And I mean, if elected, Buttigieg would be the nation's first openly gay president. Okay. Reason they had to put openly gay is because sources say Cory Booker could be. We don't know. So this guy's openly. Cory Booker won't come out of any closet anywhere. Anyhow, we just think that. It could be possible. Anyhow, if elected, Buttigieg would be the nation's first openly gay president. Now, the reason I'm running with this morning, we are going to get into the white nationalist, okay? And the media's head spun off with the Twitter storm the president put out yesterday. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into all white nationalists, white supremacists. Roads lead back to Donald Trump. No matter where it's at, who does it, or what happens, that's what the media wants to lead you to believe. We're going to cover how Donald Trump and John McCain, and you need to think about what happened with Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham knows the truth. That's why Lindsey Graham will not attack the President of the United States when the President has some things to say about John McCain. Okay, getting back to this. Now, Buttigieg, give me number 45. This guy goes on Fox News Sunday. We know Chris Wallace. I just showed you Chris Wallace. He's a Democrat. We know that. And Wallace could not be happier with this guy. Wallace gave him the green light to say what he wanted, gave him a couple questions. This guy answers questions. Francis O'Rourke answers no questions. And when he does, you could tell he has no idea what he's talking about. This young man, I think, is 37. I think you have to be 35. I'm pretty sure you have to be 35 to run for president of the United States. He's 37. I myself cannot see myself voting for him. Not because he's gay, all right? And that would be one reason that I would take a real close look. I'm going to be really candid. Okay, I have the right to look at everything with my vote, but realistically, I would not vote. I can't see myself voting for this young man because of his policies on several issues where it comes to being president of the United States. But this is the best Democrat in the field. Now, the Democrats are angry because, hey, other Democrat candidates have gone on Fox. But you don't go on Chris Wallace, Fox Sunday Morning, when you're supposed to be giving all the airtime to Beto, and we're angry with Fox. You see, if you have the time, go look. I'm angry with Fox too, damn it. I am. I mean, Judge Jeanine They pulled her show for telling the truth. We'll get into that in a minute, okay? Hey, no Fox lover here, all right? I'm really not. I will watch Fox. I like Tucker Carlson. I like a couple of the people over there. I will watch the network. But, you see, Fox asked for debates. The deep state media said to the DNC, and the DNC, they said, fine, we agree. No Fox debates on the primary. So they came out with these phony allegations about Trump and Fox News. And now supposedly the DNC is angry and with Fox, and the deep state media is angry with Fox. You just go and do your homework. Since that time, how many Democrat candidates have really run over to Fox, and how many have been on Fox News Sunday? Just check it out. This guy right here, I just want to say, Pete Buttigieg, okay? I want to stay with that, all right? I don't want you to forget it. This guy right here, forget Beto. Joe Biden, I'm telling you, I think this is the candidate that you need to watch, because when they line up on a debate stage, this guy will kick everyone on that stage. He will kick their keister, meester. I'm telling you right now, this guy he could be the nominee. I don't know, but Beto O'Rourke, by the time everything comes out, by the time it is circulated that he was actually in a hacking group, okay? He was a member of a hacking group. His band membership, just Reuters. Now, we're going to get into it later. Reuters. We find out Reuters set on stories. Go back to number 30. Okay? This guy right here, when he ran, I told you last week, when he ran against Ted Cruz in Texas, one, he wasn't on the national stage like you would think. Now, the media circled the wagons, and they made sure you did not find out the truth about this guy. Reuters set on two very big stories, negative stories on Beto O'Rourke during his campaign against Ted Cruz. It did not release them. We'll talk about those a little later today, too. Oh, yeah, the media did everything they could to keep you shielded from that guy. Put a ring around him to where you couldn't get close to who he really is during the Texas Senate campaign. Now he's on the national stage. Let me see if I can find the picture here. I got to see if I can find this, because this was just, oh my God, the guy. Give me number 44. On the campaign trail, okay? There he is on the campaign trail. That's Meet the Press, okay? Meet the Press. I thought I had one with Chuck Todd. I'll look for it. With Chuck Todd, Meet the Press right there, Sunday. Chuck Todd asked this guy questions. What books do you read? I'm serious. Chuck Todd asked this man, what books do you read? Was one of his questions. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. When we get back, we will delve right into white supremacy, right into my white privilege, right into white nationalists, what happened in New Zealand, and how the media's head is spinning off because the President of the United States doesn't address it the way they think he should. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, there's a couple things we want to follow this morning, okay? Let's go to number 4. Wait, let's show people how to get in touch with the show. Sorry about that. 706-889-9700. There at the bottom of the screen, and there's the email and all the ways to follow us on social media. Temperature in LJ is 35 degrees. There you go. Number 4. Independent studies of far-right hate groups. Now, first of all, let me say this before we get too deep. This is the deep state media. I'm watching them. You know, that's what I follow. That's what I study. This is 3:07 a.m. Mountain Time, so this is right out of the box at 5 a.m. This is what they're leading with. This is their narrative. This is their manipulation of the day, okay? This is their false leads. And what I mean by that is, okay, a supposed white supremacist in New Zealand walked into a mosque and went Facebook Live, okay? Now, when you go Facebook Live, okay, you set it up and you hit live and you're live. So for 17 minutes, I understand, you could watch this live on Facebook and Facebook did virtually nothing about it. Now, does that mean Facebook has to sit there with 1 billion of their followers and watch every time you go live? I don't know what they do. Okay? I mean, you could find Facebook Live. Oh, I'm changing little Jimmy's diaper for the first time. Facebook Live. I'm just saying. You know it out there. You know how many times people go Facebook Live, and it's instantaneous. So what are they to do? But we know that supposedly a white supremacist, okay, walked into a mosque. When I say supposedly, I understand his manifesto is out there. Walked into a mosque and murdered 50 Muslims in a mosque. Okay? Islamic worshipers. All right? In New Zealand. So obviously what's going to happen is the Prime Minister of New Zealand is running quickly to say, by the end of the week, we're going to snatch up your weapons. Now, here's what the media wants you to know, that if you, and I'm being very sarcastic, if you want to just help, you could turn your weapons in. You can walk over to the sheriff's office today and say, I want to help stop these heinous mass murders in America. Although I would never commit one, although I illegally possess this gun, although I'm not crazy as hell, I do think I want to do my part by turning it in. You can walk to the sheriff's office today and give them your gun and participate, okay? Now, we're wondering how many criminals that have serial numbers scrubbed off these guns will walk in today and say, this is just not right. I watched over the weekend and I noticed this mosque. It just is not right. We quit. We give up our guns. So all of that silliness, because that's actually what the media thinks, okay? So independent studies of far-right hate groups. 1,020 hate groups operating in the USA 2018. Now, if you will notice what I'm trying to piece together, almost every state in the United States has legislation, okay, against hate speech and hate groups now that they have in their state capitals. Georgia, you have a hate crimes bill. Right down there today, you have a hate crimes bill. And what we have to be careful of is who is going to determine what's a hate group and a hate crime. Now, the same woman that Judge Janine got pulled off the air of Fox, okay, made all kinds of anti-Semitic remarks. And what happened? Right? Immediately, everybody was in an uproar that it was anti-Semitic. Immediately, they were going to, and let's show her picture. I got to come back to this because we got to show that picture here. Give me number 50. Okay, this is an older picture, all right? Amon, is that her name, from Minnesota? She's the 5th district of Minnesota, all right? All right. So, House Dems to update condemnation of so they were going to write something condemning her about being anti-Semitic, and when she got done, they wrote a hate speech bill. Not condemning her, they wrote a bill condemning hate speech, anti-Muslim speech, not anti-Christian, because the hell with them, we'll murder them and they don't get on TV. Seriously. So, go back to number 4. Folks, you better get ready, because there's getting ready to be a group to identify what hate is in America. All right? Independent studies to the far right, 1,020 hate groups operating in the USA in 2018. 71% of U.S. extremism linked deaths in 2008 to 2017 by the far right attackers. Now, these are people we don't have faces and names. Okay? Almost 2 to 1 far right. How many damn times do they have to say far right? Almost 2 to 1 far right plots and attacks outnumbered Islamist incidents 2008 to 2016. Now, this is what they're selling this morning. I'm going to show you something else. Now, he goes on 2 shows. CNN opens at 2 a.m. Go to number 7. Mick Mulvaney, okay? Now, Mick Mulvaney is the chief of staff for the President of the United States. And he goes on Fox News. And Chris Wallace just peppers him about linking Trump, and we'll show you that. 2 a.m. this morning, what is that? 5 a.m., right out of the box. The very first thing that Fox News wants to manipulate their viewers with, White House forced to say Trump is not white supremacist. They're not forced to say it. They're forced to respond because you guys are saying it. Now, what do we not like? We don't want to do anything that encourages copycats. We don't want to do anything that encourages anyone out there. These are a handful of crazy people. They're very crazy, okay? They're not happy with things in this world, not United States. They're not happy with this thing in this world. We did not create the border issues in the EU. You have countries like in England right now, they're not happy with open borders. You have countries that's got nothing to do with the United States of America, not happy with being overrun with Muslims and mosques and Islamic terrorists. You have countries all over the world that have no link to this country whatsoever, that do not like what's happening in their country. And there are several crazies out there that are ready to take some things into what they call their own hands. So the media doesn't care. You see, you got to understand, if you get up one day and think the media cares how many people get killed, you're wrong. Now, what they need is for the President of the United States to get up and give a major speech calling out all white nationalists, calling out all white supremacists all over the world, condemning them. He needs to just really ram it down their throats enough that they say, okay, guess what? You don't like it? We're going to show you who we are. That's just my take. I do not think the President of the United States is a white supremacist. How many times can they say Charlottesville? They continue to say Charlottesville over and over. Mick Mulvaney, okay? We will get to the president in a minute. I want to show you all the times. Now, Fox News. Give me number 13. Trump to Fox News. Now, Trump put out a tweet. Bring back Jeanine Pirro. Judge Jeanine. Now, let me say this. You know, here's the thing. The good thing is I own the damn place. Nobody can fire me this morning. Okay? That doesn't mean maybe I shouldn't be fired, but nobody can. All right? I just got to call it like it is. Folks, let's look at the facts. And then we'll get on to something else. Go back to number 50. Okay? Now, this is Representative Amam, I think her name is. She is from the 5th District of Minnesota. She's a former Somali pirate. I'm just joking, okay? Everybody relax. But she is a former Somali refugee. That's my understanding, all right? Now, they claim that people are against her because she's black and Muslim. I mean, she's got the double whammy. That's what's coming out. You can Google it. Anything I say right now, you can go out and Google. But there's claims that this woman is being targeted, that they claim, because she's black and also Muslim, okay? Now, I'm so tired of anti-Semitic when we talk about, I'm so tired of that. You can go on the Huffington Post this morning, and you go right down through there, and about the second story down, or first or second, is America has a major Islamophobia. We have an Islamophobia problem. No, we don't. We have a major constitutional issue with Muslims and Islam. That's all we have. We're not telling you, okay? And this is why Judge Jeanine got kicked to the curb. Let me put her picture up, and this is not her quotes, but I'm going to say this. Give me number 42. This is Judge Jeanine. She does a very powerful, she gets right to the edge, boy, when she does. This is all Face the Nation. Face the Nation went after her this weekend, all right? That's why I do these little clips so you can see where they're going after. Face the Nation, CBS went after her Sunday morning. All right, she is very powerful on Saturday night. She has a show. A lot of people that don't stay for the show, they do watch her opening monologue because she will just pound it all the way to the top, all right? And she expressed in her monologue that the Representative Amon, I think it's her name, okay, and her head covering was part of the Quran, and she read the verse in the Quran of the head covering that is part of Sharia law. Now, I want to go here because Judge Jeanine did nothing wrong. Now, let's go back one more time, and we'll get off this subject. But the President of the United States tweeted out to Fox News to bring Judge Jeanine back. So going back to number 50, folks, you need to, why the Judge Jeanine topic is right up there, you need to realize that the United States of America, the House of Representatives, changed their rules for the first time for religious head coverings because of this lady here, this one lady. This lady is allowed to wear that religious head covering in the House of Representatives. Now let me say this. You cannot put your hand on the Quran. You cannot take the oath of office to defend the Constitution of the United States on the Quran and do it. You have to denounce Sharia law. You have to. You have to denounce publicly Sharia law, and you cannot take your oath on a Quran that says you will defend the Constitution of the United States. You can't do it. You cannot do it. The Constitution does not have room for Islam, Sharia law, and it doesn't work. So if they want to run for office, they got to qualify to run for office. So our concern is the Constitution of the United States. Judge Jeanine's concern is the Constitution of the United States. And our biggest concern is this one woman right here helped write a new bill about hate speech when really it was supposed to be about her being anti-Semitic. Anyhow, let me give you one here. Number 38. Now this is what they're trying to sell this morning. You got to understand, we do not have an American citizen that walked into a mosque in New Zealand. We do not. We have nothing to do with the guy that walked into a mosque and murdered 50 people in New Zealand. But this morning, if you listen to the deep state media, everything and anything about it is Donald J. Trump's fault. Can you believe, I always get amazed how this guy in just 2 years, created this divide in the country. When you and I both know that Barack Hussein Obama is the one that created the divide in the country. U.S. hate crimes in 2017 increased from 2016 17%. What happened in 2016? Donald Trump was sworn in as President of the United States. Up 17% just because he's President of the United States. More than 8,000 victims and 6,000 suspects. Let me go to the next one. Give me number 37. I'm sorry, I did say next one. Give me number 37. U.S. hate crimes in 2017, 58% were motivated by race. Who the hell are they asking these damn questions? Why did you shoot his ass? Because he was black. I mean, I always wonder, who's asking these questions? How do you know they're motivated by race? How do you know it? Because if the police report says a white guy shot a black guy, Or if the police report says, hey, what about if an African American, to make some of you happy, a black guy shot a Latino? Is that how you're coming up with motivated by race? 22% motivated by religion. Religion. Donald Trump, the old white nationalist, you old white nationalist, you, Donald J. Trump. Number 47 on Fox News, they would not leave Mick Mulvaney alone. This was Fox. Critics say President Trump contributes to anti-Muslim climate. Interesting. How about this? And then I got to go to a break and come back. How about this one? Media silence surrounding Muslim massacre of Christians. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If there's 50 Christians, folks, if there's 50 Christians in that church, okay, in New Zealand, you never hear about it on the news. They would not be gun control laws in New Zealand taking place. They would not be interrogating people in Australia. They would not be reading the manifesto right now if it was 50 Christians. Absolutely not. Media silence surrounds Muslim massacre of Christians. Political leaders and public figures are falling over themselves this weekend to condemn the mosque attack in New Zealand, while dozens of Christians were slaughtered by Muslims in Nigeria to the sound of crickets. Nigeria, they are Muslims slaughtering Christians, and you do not get anything in your news. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. I want to talk about Georgia, the heartbeat bill today. Don't go anywhere. I think I might do that segment when I come back because it's important, the heartbeat bill in Georgia. And then I want to talk about several other stories on here that are going on this morning around the world, and especially my opinion why Lindsey Graham is not helping support. You know what, Meghan McCain, you are a chubby little spoiled brat. I'm sorry, okay? Now, everybody in the world is probably upset because I called a woman chubby, okay? But you're a chubby little kid, all right, that had a pony when you were little. And your daddy was wealthy. You see, Meghan McCain, your daddy was not in the Hanoi Hilton when you were born, okay? He was not. When your daddy came home, little chubby, spoiled brat, Meghan McCain, you were already on the roads to riches. He had already left his wife, Meghan. Yes. He had already left the one that got, was she in a car wreck? Huh. And he left, he already left her in the first family. He already moved in on your mama. You remember your mama, your grandpapa had the biggest Anheuser-Busch distributorship in all of Arizona. He was filthy rich. Filthy too, but rich. And then he moved in on your mama. And then a couple people from the deep state cornered him and said, we could give you Barry Goldwater's seat. Little chubby, spoiled brat Meghan McCain. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. Let's go to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger, with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey folks, I'm your host BKP. We're back. I'm sorry, I'm just going through some. Pictures for the trying to find some pictures I want to use for Instant Replay. That's a sports show every Monday morning at 10 o'clock. Luther Kinsey will be in this morning, and Dave is out today. He'll be back next week. So Luther is driving that ship. Instant Replay at 10 o'clock. I'm looking for some Fan and Rebel pictures that I wanted to use. Went to the doubleheader Friday night, and just great baseball. That's what I enjoy about spring. Is it here yet? I don't think it's here. I don't think so. According to, does that accurate 36 degrees? Yeah, so, but it's still nice out. It's not pouring the rain. I better not say that. Here's all the way you can contact the show. And follow us on social media. Okay, now before we left, I want to have just a couple minutes here before we left, and we're going to get to the heartbeat bill. Seriously, okay? We're going to get to a serious story. Did you find any pictures? I know you're upset of the... Hey, I'm a little chubby myself, okay? You know what I mean? So I can... Just saying, all right? Did you find any pictures of the lovely Meghan McCain? Did you? I told you to find me some chubby Meghan McCain. All right, already. I mean, you know, I want the audience to pick. Okay, while you're looking that up. Now, I did not say this. Okay, this was on the Drudge. This is on the Drudge Report. I did not say this. And this is on a website called the American Mirror. You could go to the American Mirror and see this yourself. And, oh boy, this was this weekend. Right on the Drudge, not me. Barack Obama's brother. Remember when Barack Obama's brother tweeted out his Kenya birth certificate? Remember that? Remember that document? Okay. So Barack Obama's brother, you know, sent out a tweet with a copy of what he said is Barack Obama's birth certificate in Kenya. I didn't do it, his brother did. Here he goes again. Oh boy, Barack Obama's brother asks if Michelle is Michael. Now put that picture up. I didn't do it, all right? This picture has gone all over the internet. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories, okay? Put Michelle/Michael up, okay? Just saying, why am I always the damn bad guy? I'm not the bad guy here. I didn't do this. I didn't put this. Take that down. That's offensive. Damn it, Josh, don't do stuff like that anymore. Don't even come back and tell everybody I told you to do it either. So, oh boy, Barack Obama's brother asked if Michelle is Michael. In a tweet, Malik Obama is Michelle Michael. All right, just saying. Barack Obama's half-brother Malik took to Twitter on Thursday to ask if Michelle is actually Michael. Is Michael Michelle? Michelle Michael? Obama asked, referring to the conspiracy theory that the former First Lady is actually a man. I did not write any of this, but you do have to understand, Barack has referred to Michelle as Michael. There is audio where he has accidentally called her Michael. Just saying. You can go to the Drudge Report. You can go to the AmericanMirror.com. All right, and you can find the story that they put out where Barack's half-brother said that. So just saying. Now, Meghan McCain's crying about her daddy. My daddy. Now this chubby little spoiled brat, there she is. I didn't say top heavy, damn it. I said chubby. Okay, so this chubby little spoiled brat is so upset because Donald Trump is going after her daddy. That's why I'm going into my Howard Cosell voice. Howard Cosell on sports. Check that chubby little blonde out that's crying, my daddy, my daddy. No one will ever love you like they loved my daddy. That's what Megan. All right, let's get off this. No more silliness. Cut. Get that off my. All right, now Josh, start a new recording. Let's get serious. Okay. All right. This is number one. This is Phil Kent. Now, Phil Kent is supposed to be the conservative voice of the Georgia gang. If you were out there nationally, I want you to stay with this show right now, even though we're going to drill down into Georgia. Because a lot of times, if you're out there and you're listening in Connecticut, Florida, Alabama, out in California, a lot of times you don't get this until it hits the national news and it's too late to look into it. Now, there are 11, I'm going to throw out 11, you can fact check me, but there's 11 or more states maybe that have the heartbeat bill. What is the heartbeat bill? Okay, the heartbeat bill is when the heartbeat is detected in a pregnancy, you can no longer abort the child. Now, there's a couple fine lines concerning mother's health and things like that are in these bills, but they are saying that when you hear a heartbeat, you have life. It is life. That's what they're determining. All right. Now, I'm a conception. I believe in that, but at the same time, the heartbeat bill is we detect a heartbeat, you cannot get an abortion. A heartbeat can be detected, and we're going to leave Phil up there because we want his face up there. So a heartbeat bill, the heartbeat can be detected as early as 6 weeks. Now in Georgia, I don't want to get it wrong, but I think we're 20 weeks. 20 weeks, you can get an abortion. Okay? And then we have the states that you know out there, New York and others, that want to legalize infanticides, like Virginia's governor, Ralph Northam, and we'll get into him in a little later. And they want to legalize murder. Okay, it's, to me, let's not split hairs on where the murder is. But they want to legalize trimester murder right up to the mother being dilated to give birth. Okay? So the heartbeat bill, Georgia's House of Representatives passed the heartbeat bill. Now, it's gone over to the Senate, and it's gotten a little contentious in the Senate, and they did not fight it in the House, thinking that probably Speaker David Rawson would never bring it to the floor for a vote, thinking it would never pass the House. But now that it has, it's getting over to the more conservative Senate in the state of Georgia, and now they've unleashed the army. The feminazis, as they're called, right? The ladies that wear genitalia-shaped hats, they're all down there now, and they are going after the Georgia State Senate. So, first of all, you got to pay attention because it's not a slam dunk in the Senate. I said last Friday on the show, I think Rick and I are talking, and even 2 weeks ago, you know, we're looking at this Senate slam dunk. Well, right now, the committee last week, Science and Technology, I think that's the committee, so I don't know how this bill got into the Senate Science and Technology Committee, but they lined up to go after the senators. So Sunday in Georgia, and let me just say this, I don't know what state you're in and what show you have, but in Georgia we have this little thing on Sunday morning called the Georgia Gang. Let's go to picture number 2. Now this is the Georgia Gang, and on the right there where it's above the guy's head right there, that's Dick Williams in the bow tie. He retired, okay? And he gave the reins to Lori Geary right there in the center between Theron Johnson, the far left, just period far left, my right or left, I don't know, black guy. And then the guy with the pink tied hair, white hair, Phil Kent, and Alexis Scott, just, we could talk about her at a different time. But anyhow, this is our Georgia morning show for political junkies, okay? They talk about bills. It's a 30-minute show, bills down at the Capitol, and this is actually probably to 97% of people in Georgia, 96%, very, very boring. And it's only in that 4% category, much like your host here, that I watch it every Sunday. There's 2 things I've asked Fox 5, because it airs on Fox 5, okay? I think Fox 5 should have to put up that this is a paid broadcast by lobbyists. Lobbyist, now Dick Williams, the bow tie guy, is no longer there. Lobbyist, okay, Phil Kent is a consultant. Theron Johnson is a consultant. Lori Geary is a lefty. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, she might be a nice lady, but it's not hard to see that she lines up on the Democrat side of the table. So we have a lobbyist paid panel, very clearly lobbyist paid, no conservatives. Now Dick Williams, he would veer off the path from time to time, but for the most part, 80% he held the conservative mantle, but we have no conservative mantle. Now, the heartbeat bill, Phil Kent there, let's go back to him, number 1. He is supposed to be the conservative on the panel, all right? Supposed to be. But he's a consultant, so he's always getting paid by somebody. I mean, I don't know if he still has it, but he can't drive around that little white Mercedes convertible for free, all right? That didn't come cheap. But Phil, this past week, they brought up the heartbeat bill. Phil's supposed to be on that side. Roll the tape.
It was an emotional hearing, an hours-long hearing in the state Senate on the so-called heartbeat bill, which would outlaw abortions as soon as a heartbeat is detected. Take a listen.
A living fetus is recognized from the time of a detectable heartbeat. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us alive.
Very, very few women find out that they are pregnant prior to 6 weeks. It ignores the medical reality of problems in pregnancy. Most fetal anomalies that might be considered incompatible with life are not discovered, often until 18 to 20 weeks.
Now, this bill was put in the State Science and Technology Committee. And Phil, I want to start with you on this because Senator Renee Unterman is the chairwoman of this committee. Does this put her in a difficult position because she's a Republican in Gwinnett? We know Gwinnett is leaning more blue.
Yeah, I think if you look at politically, I don't think the bill is going to go anywhere, and I think it ought to be tabled. If I can look in the crystal ball here, I look at all of the bills. I was reading Friday in the paper, all of these bills that are getting held up. The oxygen's been sucked out of the room by this debate. We've debated it, of course, on the gang. It's been debated in the legislature. I think we need to move on to other things.
Wow. I think a lot of people will be surprised to hear you say
well,
that.
But I think that to backfill up, when you saw
Put his picture up. Number one. Hey, Phil, I want to know. Mr. Kent, Phil Kent, I want to know who. Were you paid to say that? I want to know what group gave you the money. If that's the case, could you share with us out here? Could you share with the pro-life group out here? Could you share with us who paid for those comments? See, even Lori Geary said, I think many are going to be surprised to hear you say that. Okay? I think it's dead. I mean, that wasn't the quote. I think it's over. I think move on. When you look at all the other bills out there that are being held up, and this bill's pulling all the oxygen out of the room. You know what the hell, Bill? I mean, Phil, they would like to, these babies would like to be born and understand what the oxygen in the room is. Really? Move on to other things? Phil, a baby's life is not a thing. A life is not a thing. So I want to know who paid him to say that if he got paid. My God, I can see the attorneys line it up now. If you got paid, I'm looking at your picture, sir. If you got paid to say that, we want to know. We want to know if you got paid. We want to know what bills and this sucking the oxygen in the room out that you think are being held up because of this one here. And which ones are more important to you? Which ones do you value higher than this one, Phil? I mean, we need you to answer for your comments Sunday. Which bills do you value higher than this one? What bills are being held up, Phil, that you encourage the Senate to pass in front of this one? Move on to other things. I'm going to ask one more time. Phil Kent, consultant. Could you please let us know if you were paid to say that Sunday? If you were paid to send that message to the senators Sunday? If you were paid to say that to see who would hear it Sunday? Could you please let us know who wrote you that check? Who paid you to say that? Now on the other side, before we close this segment, you need to call your Georgia State senators. You need to call your Georgia State senators. I would send him a message with outrage. I did this morning. I'm outraged. I have sit down and eat lunch with this gentleman over here at Pools Barbecue. In the past, I've always known he was a consultant, which he got paid to carry the water for some things. I understood that. This one was tough. There's a time, Phil, when you get paid that you just don't go that distance. There's a time when you don't take the 30 pieces of silver or whatever, 30, I'm just rambling right now. There's a time when you don't take that, Phil. And that was, if you got paid, you don't take it. You need to call your state senators today because as you can see, they're trying to stop it. As you can hear, they're trying to put a stop to it. He did not say that because he's not working with some people, whether it's vocally like he did Sunday or whatever, to try to stop it. So I'm telling you this morning, the heartbeat bill will be stopped if you don't call. You need to call. See, the governor's waiting for it on his desk. So you need to call the governor's office, Brian Kemp. Call his office and tell him you would love to see the heartbeat bill on his desk to sign. Second, call Lieutenant Governor that's over the Senate, presides over the Senate. Call Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan. And tell Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan you want to see this bill, and then call your senator and call as many senators as you want. But make sure you call your Georgia State Senator today, because it's people like this that if you think the heartbeat bill's not in trouble in Atlanta, listen to what he said, and I played it for you. I'm your host, BKP. I'm going to take another break, and we'll come back with our next segment.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger, with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Okay, folks, it is now time in the show, part of the time in the show that I go through the morning pictures that I've put together. It just, things are not totally in order. If you're new to our show, what I do is I study the media. Now, some days I get focused in on different stories. Much like the last one with the heartbeat bill here in Georgia. But what I do is I get up in the morning and I like to see the 4 a.m. I like to see the first thing CNN says at 4 a.m. Okay, I'm serious. I like to see the first thing that MSNBC leads with at 5 a.m. I like to see what they're doing. I watch all of the Sunday shows. Okay, and when I say all, I do not watch CNN on Sunday, okay? I just can't take it. But I watch the ABC, CBS, ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I watch CBS with Brennan, what's her name? I forget her first name. And then I watch MSNBC with Chuck Todd and Fox News with Chris Wallace. So I watch those on Sunday, and then throughout the week, I watch the morning shows and then some of the nightly. I don't watch the nightly opinion shows. Their opinions, I understand where they're going. I understand where Rachel Maddow's going. I understand where, Laura Ingram's going. I know where they're going. I like to watch in the morning to see what the narrative is for the day. And I'm just giving you a little recap. Because I believe there's a deep state media. I really do believe in the deep state media, and I believe they carry the water for the deep state / Democrats, okay? I do know very well that Lisa Page, Peter Strzok, Bruce Orr, there's almost some things getting ready to explode there, unlike you can believe. I also know that John McCain was involved. I do know that they enlisted Republicans to begin with to kind of shadow the Democrats from really running with it and saying, hey, we can always go back to the Republicans started this, Fusion GPS and the dossier. We know all of that. We know John McCain delivered the dossier. We know John McCain was in the loop of every bit of it, whether he wants to believe it or not. Look, little chubby girl that is crying over your daddy, okay? He was involved with the deep state. He is a globalist. He's anti-American in my book. Yes, he got captured in the war. He spent time in the Hanoi Hilton. But he came home to become a very, very corrupt, wealthy senator from Arizona. I'm sorry, little girl. I don't know if you know your daddy that well. Because you had a pony. All right, John McCain got you a pony and patted you on your little head. Should I say chubby head? I can't stand Meghan McCain. All right, anyhow, let me get past that. So what I like to do is I like to watch in the morning. Why? Because what they do in the morning, they chop up and run as your news throughout the day. So there's still Americans unaware of how the deep state media works. And you're going to be somewhere today and it's going to be 11 o'clock and you're going to be driving, and whatever radio station you're listening to, they still listen to stations. It's going to come up, and top of the hour, it's the 11 o'clock news. CBS, 11 o'clock news. President of the United States refuses to deny he's a white supremacist, okay? And they will do what they do in the morning. They take those clips and they make them the top of the hour news cycle anywhere, okay? And then at 12 o'clock, your noonday news from Atlanta, opening up, President is a white supremacist, by the time they get done throughout the day. So that's why I watch that, because that's your cycle. So I take a lot of clips. What I do is I screenshot a bunch of clips for a reason. I screenshot the clips so you can see the captions, what they write. You could be looking at a picture, hearing their newscast that they claim is news, but underneath there's a caption, a subliminal caption that they want you to read because they know once your eyes read it, it goes into the brain. Then there's the time, what they feel is leading news. So usually at the last part, and I'm sorry I took this much time, usually at the end of the show, I like to go through my pictures that I have not used in a story just to show you some things that the media is trying to sell, the deep state media is trying to sell the public. Number 3, okay? Number 3 is a Washington Post picture, and it's Trump again takes aim at John McCain over dossier, prompting rebuke from Meghan McCain, the little chubby kid, her daddy. This is top news. It is 4:06 a.m. Central Time. So this means at 5 o'clock this morning, they're coming out of the box with this. Meghan McCain's mad. Trump's tweet contained 3 errors. McCain, a member of the Navy Academy in 1958, graduated 5th. Trump said he graduated last in his class, okay? He graduated 5th, not 5th. 5th from the bottom. The dude was on the bottom of the class. No matter how you want to slice it. But no, at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock this morning, they need to tell you the things that Trump got wrong. So he was at the bottom of the class. The senator was not made aware of the Steele dossier until November 18, 2016, after Trump had won the election. That's what they want you to believe. Now, I don't know all the details and facts, but that's what the media wants you to believe. And there is no evidence that McCain gave the dossier to the media. There's no evidence because they won't admit it. They won't admit that McCain got the dossier and delivered it. So that's what they want you to believe, okay? And Megan's upset, all right? Number 5, I don't think I used this picture this morning. After New Zealand shooting, Trump downplayed white nationalist threat, but experts say it's growing. Hey, maybe that's the reason Trump's trying to play it down and not highlight it. Maybe that's the reason that Trump's not trying not to give it any more airtime than need be. But no, the media don't care how many get killed. All right? Oh, absolutely not. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security warned in 2017 intelligence bulletin that white supremacist groups had carried out more attacks in the U.S. than any other domestic extremist group over the past 16 years. It's all Trump's fault. All right. Number 6. 5:06 a.m. Eastern Time, right out of the box. Trump, white nationalism, a small group of people. Do you see today white nationalism as a rising threat around the world? This is the questions this guy gets in the Oval Office. This is what he gets in the Oval Office. Not if. Now, the word that's blown him up is because Trump has declared a national emergency on our southern border to stop the invasion and the invaders. Now, in this guy's manifesto over there in New Zealand, he wrote invaders. Oh my God, he wrote invaders and Trump wrote invaders. And they're messed up over it. We do have an invasion on our southern border. We are being invaded on our southern border. It does not mean anything or no comparable to what the hell's going on in New Zealand. And the guy did not get anything from Trump to write invader. My God, I remember back when we had space invaders. My God, he wrote invader. But they're going nuts over it. Number 8. 5 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, Trump spun the media's head off. Their head is spinning. Look at all the tweet montages they put together. I don't care how many Trump put out. I could care less. Trump tweets dozens of attacks. Busy on Twitter. Slams Senator McCain, General Motors, Fox News, SNL, etc. 5 a.m. This is why he does this over the weekend. He sits back and laughs his ass off that their heads are messed up over things he tweets out. This is supposed to be a news network at 5 a.m. this morning. That's the first thing. Okay. Number 9. These are the 2 tweets. I'm not going to read them right now. Trump attacks McCain on Twitter. 2:01 a.m. Pacific time. What is that? 5:01 in the morning? They've gone nuts over this. Criticizing late senator over Russian dossier, Obamacare vote. Trump attacks McCain on Twitter. Trump attacked a man that was a globalist and in my eyes did things that were anti-American. Senator Lindsey Graham, number 10. This has them messed up first thing in the morning. Senator Lindsey Graham refuses to criticize Trump, says McCain's service will never be changed or diminished. They're looking at Lindsey Graham because, look, I don't have time to go into this, but it was not even 3 years ago that Lindsey Graham, lived and died John McCain. But I think Lindsey Graham found out the truth about John McCain, and the media is going nuts that Lindsey Graham is not attacking Trump. Number 11, look at this one. 2:01 a.m. Pacific time, CNN. Trump White House, Senator Graham refuses to criticize Trump. They're going nuts. Here's another one, number 12. Meghan McCain comes to her daddy's defense. Tells Trump, no one will ever love you the way they love my father. They love my daddy. What the hell? When did this become news? 5:01. You got another one. Now here's one. Here's the question, all right? Here's number 15. Let's go with 15 because this is important. Now some of you out there will understand this. Some of you will draw a little bit of a blank on this, and I'm sorry. But in September 17, 2015, Trump's taking questions from the audience. He doesn't know what somebody's going to ask. He's just taking questions. And somebody steps up. This is number 15. It says, we've got a problem in this country. It's called Muslims. We know our current president is one. Okay? Number 17. Birth certificate, man. But anyway, we have training camps growing where they want to kill us, these Muslims. This is what the guy's saying. Got training camps where they want to kill us. Number 16. You know he's not even American. Now this is the kind of question Trump gets in 2015, and they showed it this morning to make a claim that he didn't even answer it correctly. Okay? That he couldn't answer it. Now, here's the one, folks, that I've often said. And this one is where you're going to now go back to McCain. So they're trying to show this morning on Morning Joe how Trump responded to a question like that and the difference of John McCain. Number 20. Now this lady's in Minnesota. Minnesota. Lakeview, Minnesota, October 10th, 2008. And this is the town hall meeting John McCain is holding. All right? And this is first thing in the morning, 4 a.m. Mountain Time. John McCain's holding this town hall. I'll never forget watching this. And this lady says to John McCain, he's running for president of the United States against Barack Hussein Obama. Here's the question. I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's, and then she goes to number 21. He's an Arab. What did McCain immediately say? He is not. Now, they made fun of this woman. You can go on here and look. If you go back to October 10th, if you go back to that following Saturday, Saturday Night Live made fun of this woman right here on Saturday Night Live. They dressed up a lady, messed her hair all up. This is an American citizen, and she's afraid of Obama. She knew the truth, folks. Here's number 22, McCain, all right? In 2008, McCain tells the nation, no, he's a family man, he's this and that, he's everything. That's what McCain told the nation. They made fun of that lady, okay? And they were showing how McCain handled it. Look, folks, number 24, I got to switch, okay? Number 24, all right? His condition is getting worse. This is George Conway. President lashes out in dozens of tweets. Who is George Conway? Kellyanne Conway's husband. So they're blowing that. His condition is getting worse. What condition? He just had a medical exam. He has his cognitive functions are fine. All right. MSNBC 308 this morning. Number 25, Trump's weekend tweets defending Jeanine Pirro. There's all the tweets on there, okay? And what do we know? We talked about it this morning. Jeanine did nothing wrong. Fox needs to step up. Number 27. White House forced to say Trump is a white supremacist. I think I brought that up earlier. 4 a.m. Eastern time. This is the first thing. Number 28. I told you, I get up at 4 a.m. I want to see the first thing they do. The first thing they do. Coming up, Trump unhinged on Twitter. And they put all of his tweets out there. 4 a.m. this morning, right? Okay. And then they go straight to number 29. Mosque massacre death toll stands at 50. All right? Stands at 50. Then they're going to go to the number 32. We put this up already, but we will again. There will be changes to the gun law. New Zealand Prime Minister says, okay. Oh, all this anti-hate. Oh, this is getting ready to go into campaign. Hate groups, white supremacy, white nationalists, gun laws, it's all getting ready to go into campaign. That is what they're carrying. The deep state is carrying, okay? I'm going through the last of my pictures, okay? Number 39. Now, who is this? Number 39, who is this? Is his name Jay Johnson or Johnstone or Johnson? Is this the guy that used to be Homeland Security, Secretary of Homeland Security for Barack Obama? Now, if Kirsten, think about this, and I didn't get her picture. If Kirsten Nielsen, who is Homeland Security, she's a blonde-haired lady, who is Homeland Security Secretary, was on the show, they would have her on here and they would pepper her claiming she is lying about the southern border. She's lying about the national emergency, right? This guy used to be the Homeland Security, Secretary of Homeland Security for Barack Obama. What did they have him on the show for? FBI 17% increase in hate crimes from 2016 to 17. This is on ABC this Sunday morning. They never asked him one question about the border. They never asked him one question about the data concerning crossing the border. They had the man they wanted to talk to. They had the man that could give them answers. Nope. Never asked him one question. Number 41. White supremacy and far-right extreme are among the greatest domestic security threats facing the United States. No, not MS-13 chopping up kids. Not MS-13 killing, not illegals. There's no threat there. No. If you cross the border and you're a gang member, or you cross the border and you're very sick, you're ill, and you bring it into this country, we're not facing any threats there. We're facing white guys. White guys. There's your biggest threat in the United States today. White guys. All right, let me get another one here. I'm almost done. It's time for instant replay. Got to make sure I have everything I wanted to do this morning. Here is number 48. I just want to put it up because Fox News Sunday, Chris Wallace just continued to go after the Chief of Staff, Mick Mulvaney. Critics say President Trump contributes to anti-Muslim climate. New Zealand massacre, just kept going after him. Okay. Number 49. Remember Kirsten Gillibrand, the senator from New York that Donald Trump said would do anything for a campaign contribution? She is now a presidential candidate. So it's important the world see what Kirsten said. Time and time again, this president has embraced and emboldened white supremacists, and instead of condemning racist terrorists, wait a minute, racist, condemning racist. Oh, we might have something on that. Instead of condemning racist terrorists, he covers for them. This isn't normal or acceptable. We have to be better than this. Put up 51. Racist. Wait a minute. I got to go back. I want to go back to Kirsten. Embrace and bold white supremacist. Now, embrace and embold white supremacists instead of condemning racist terrorists. Now, back years ago, let's go with number 51. There he is. Now, there's no more embracing white supremacists. There's no more embracing white dominance than the KKK. You cannot embrace white supremacy any more than this picture here. One wearing blackface and one wearing the Grand Wizard Ku Klux Klan headgear. And we don't know which one, but one of them, number 52, is who else? Ralph Northern. Who is Ralph Northern? Ralph Northern is a Democrat. Ralph Northern is a Democrat from Virginia. He's a Democrat from Virginia that happens to be the governor. And that picture was taken and was in his medical yearbook. One of those two in there, very racist, very racist. One of those two in there, very white supremacist, is this man here, the governor of Virginia, the sitting governor of Virginia. What happened? Democrats did not come out. The media did not come out and attack this guy. He's still governor. They never bring it up today. They'll say Charlottesville, Charlottesville. Charlottesville happens to be in Virginia. Why don't they go and ask the Democrats and ask these people if the new evidence that they feel they found in New Zealand should bring calls, new and current calls, for this governor of Virginia to step down due to the fact that you will not tolerate hate crimes, you will not tolerate the far right, you will not tolerate white supremacists, you will not tolerate racism in America. Where is the media calling for that? They're not out there. Quick, one more thing. Give me number. Okay, let's just go for number 30. Beto O'Rourke. Put that up because I got to close this time for our show. Instant replay. I'll tell you a little bit about that. Reuters reporter admits to colluding with Beto to hide story. Okay? Just think what he may be capable. Just think what he may be capable to go along with the presidential campaign. Reuters reporter admits to colluding with Beto to hide story about his illegal hacker past from Ted Cruz race. Reuters is now admitting in a story tonight, this was a couple days ago, that their top reporter on cybersecurity colluded with Beto O'Rourke in 2017 to keep his story on his illegal hacking deeds out of the press during his race for the Senate there. All right, and Josh, if I could get this picture to you, I think it's somewhere else. If I could get this to you, I'd like to get it. I don't think. Yeah. Pull this top video. There's a top video. Pull this out because I want to close on this. I forgot to send it to you. pull the top video out and give me the high sign when you have it. You don't want to miss this. I want your opinion on this. You don't want to miss this. So, Beto O'Rourke used to be in a position where he was a hacker, an illegal hacker. This guy's got baggage. He's a stuffed shirt. This guy right here, I mean, he's an empty shirt. Nothing will come of this guy. Will Joe Biden get in? I don't know. Let me tell you this. If Joe jumps in, he will say, I'm the only candidate. If health care becomes the key issue, Joe Biden will say, I'm the only candidate in the race that can prove to you by what I have done and been a part of that I will go forward with health care and Medicare for all. Because you remember when Joe said, this is a big effing deal. You got it? Yeah. All right. Let's play this, and then I'll tell you the story behind it. Play that again. Play that again. I got a minute. All right, here's my I forgot to send you. Here's my question to you, all right? This is Australian senator, okay? Slaps teen for cracking an egg on the back of his head during a live interview. Australian Senator Fraser Anning responded to having an egg cracked against the back of his head by turning around and slapping the predator during the live television interview. A Queensland, that's like a state for us, the Queensland senator who previously called for a ban on Muslim immigration and is currently under fire for blaming the New Zealand lax immigration policies for recent mosque shooting, was in Melbourne giving an interview to reporters on Friday when a young man started recording, then smashed an egg on the back of his head. What say you? He's 17 years old. If you stand there and somebody slaps an egg on the back of your head, do you turn around and slap the you-know-what out of them? I don't know. Hey, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're going to have instant replay. All right, it's coming up. Now, what I need to let you know is you go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. All right? We're going to be talking about fanning baseball, all kinds of things. I mean, Luther's got going on. A lot of coverage everywhere that we have to bring to you. We need to bring to you from sports. Luther is ready. I'm going to get in on the fan and baseball. So don't forget, what you want to do is you want to go to Team FYN Sports, okay, Facebook page, and watch for about 5 minutes for instant replay live. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Don't forget, show them right there, Josh, one more time. If you ever want to contact us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 706-889-9700 is our hotline, chief@fetyournews.com, and all the social media ways to follow us. All right? Take us out of here, Josh.